Hello, my name is Drew Thomas, and I'm addicted to root beer and junk food and sugar. And I'm also a shopaholic and an employee at a fast food joint. And yeah, I sometimes have anger issues, and sometimes I have a tendency to, dwell on the past. And sometimes, yeah, I have a hard time letting things go. Like this thing, for instance. I've just been thinking about it ever since I went to like this party. So everyone will be added, although yeah, yeah, everyone will be added afterwards. But it's time I tell you guys the untold story of my high school senior year. What I wanted to happen for my senior year, I wanted to celebrate in style. All my friends just all celebrating, saying farewell, and that kind of did happen, although there's more that I wanted. I've wanted to, go on adventures, take my friends places, go places with friends, see the world. However, yeah, definitely wasn't like that. At the beginning of my senior year, I was, it was during the pandemic. And before I went back to high school, I noticed that, some of my high school um, schoolmates were, having a homecoming or prom. And it was just only to, certain people. And they didn't invite me, I really wanted to go to like a junior prom. I wanted to go with my soon to be girlfriend, which my girlfriend has a major part of the story. But yeah, so the year started. I was ready to finish off the year and, make it better. Then I heard about campus life. It was this, thing for like, meeting other friends. It was like for all people at school. And it was a great way to, make new friends and just hang out, have snacks, go swimming, etc. Until COVID shut it down. Flipping COVID. And so for marching band, I wanted to make this my best final year ever in marching band. And I was only able to do one performance. The other one I couldn't do because I got quarantined. Yep, I got quarantined because I had interaction with a person with COVID, because this was back when COVID was like really strict. Like this was like the pre-pandemic crap. So now most people just let it slide, just another quarantine. But I wanted to be with my friends, but I couldn't. But I was about to find out later for my senior year that these people were not going to be my friends, because this is when things start to get entertaining. So, yeah, obviously, like I said before, I got quarantined. And so I couldn't even do the performance. Well, the second marching band performance. And so, yeah, that that was peachy. I got quarantined a second time. I couldn't do Halloween. Thankfully, I was able to go to Six Flags before quarantine, and I got to see Tom G. Robertson again. And that's when I made Thomas in the Haunted Amusement Park. And so then, yeah, I decided, you see, this is also around the time when I decided to I decided to make a feature film. And after Halloween, I began production. I began writing down the script in quarantine when I came up with the final story idea. And so I decided to, see if my friends wanted to help. And so we get to the beginning of my, of 2021. Things are well. And then February comes, and late February, and they are wanting to do a couple of my so-called friends wanted to do an Arkansas trip. I wasn't really all that interested, and however, soon later I was like, man, I should have showed more interested. In fact, I should have asked if I could tag along. Yeah, I probably should have asked if I could tag along, but still I felt left out. Fast forward to April, well, actually March, because this is an important part of the story. This is when, project graduation has something to do with this. So the original plan for project graduation was to go to a large crowded city, which was Chicago or Nashville, which a couple of parents, my mom mainly, protested against it because, I mean, it's a dangerous city and we're being left unattended. What were they thinking, man? And so this is when the sad part comes in. These people, yeah. So I felt left out, like I've said before, in April when prom was approaching. But thankfully I got thankfully I had my later to be ex-girlfriend. And then, yeah. So then we come to, say April. And as you can see, I really felt left out. I made a Facebook post feeling sad. And my mom said, yeah, they're not very good friends. And so one of the girls, I'm not going to say the name, but yeah, she decided to talk to me third person and invite me to, and by third person she referred to me as, we'd like to invite Drew, and not, hey Drew, we'd like to invite you. Not, they should have done it like that, but no, they just decided, hey, we're so sorry, there was no ill intent, we'd like to invite Drew to a prom dinner. I I I attended. It felt great. However, then she decides to try to get my mom fired. Thankfully, she didn't get fired. But yeah. hmm Yep, it's shocking. And then in May, I made a shock. Oh wait, at the beginning of April, you see, there's going to be like a trip to a college. I thought, man, it would be nice to see what the college is like, so I can learn more about it. But instead, I got tricked into signing up for college. They tricked me into signing up for college, which I really didn't want to do. I was considering it, but you see, apparently I should have. Apparently, I considered it a bit too much, and then I got applied. They gave me fucking classes I didn't even ask for. They just put me on this test, and it was painful and agonizing. And then they just put me in college. Well, I hope you're happy, East Central. I hope you're happy. And so we come to A plus tutoring. To get my scholarship, I had to do A plus tutoring, which was when I went to went to kids classes and pretty much helped them if they needed help. But thankfully, I got easy days. The first day, it went well. The second day though, as soon as we were dropping my brother off because he was a freshman, surprise, surprise, they did the senior prank without me. How peachy keen. How peachy. Wow. Just wow. Why is there two Frog Table Studios? Oh well. I will I I will add you all in shortly. Just hang around backstage. Feel free to chat, but I'm just trying to get through the story because I really feel like I have to address this. because because people always wonder why I'm so clingy sometimes. And yes, I can be very clingy. But because of this gosh darn school. And so I was upset. Yes. Oh, oh, just me? Oh, no, 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 no. We were all upset. We were all upset. And I mean, then I decided, you know what? I'm going to show them that I don't need them. So I did a Facebook post saying, so I did a post tagging the most important people to me, the people that actually cared for me, and said, you know what? You guys are great people. I would invite you to all my fun activities. You guys are the best. If you weren't tagged, you should really step up. The post is archived on my Facebook, so people won't see it. But then war broke out. Yep. While I was, you see that morning while I was still sleeping, war broke out. War. War. Keyboard warriors, man. Keyboard warriors. Those keyboard wizards. Those keyboard warriors. Yeah, that's it. Keyboard wizard is, well, probably just some sort of fancy name for people who are good at keyboarding. But, well, keyboard warriors are people who act nice in real life, but then show their true colors on social media. Kind of like me. I've been a keyboard warrior a couple times, and I am sorry. Anyway, so we get to say May. Yep, it's May. Oh wait, I was already talking about this. But yeah, war broke out. As I was considering not going back to high school. That you see after a nice weekend, I said, you know what, I'm not gonna have anything to do with those jerks. I'm just gonna, have them not talk to me. I could just feel the stress. Believe me, I felt so stressed during like the first 2 hours. I was just so overly stressed because, well, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna get beaten, shot, killed, whatever. Obviously they want a lot of weapons, but yeah, I could just feel like they were gonna hate my guts. Walked into class, remained silent, but felt bitterness inside me. Pure bitterness. So we come to the event of, well, me this is when I'm in class, everything's silent, then the teacher comes up with an idea saying that, oh, good way for me to be with my friends again is to, well, they all help me with the YouTube video. I said, can I step into the bathroom for a second? And I just had to get out of the school. I had to get out. I called my mom. I was crying. I was like, please get me out of here, mom. I'm feeling stressed. And yeah, that was like the third time I cried at school. The first time was when there's a rapist on the loose, and I was terrified. The second time was when, well, um, I felt overwhelmed from too much work. Now the third time was just out of rejection and heartbreak. hmm And so, yeah, we come to um, when mom picks me up. There I'm just all sad and upset. I was pretty much crying the whole car ride as we were, because mom still had work. I was just, still crying because I felt horrible for how they treated me. But thankfully, my older sister cheered me up. My older sister had, well, cheered me up by taking me to a couple of, like, you know, thrift stores and just places to distract myself. And, well, yeah, eventually I went home, and then, well, I said, okay, I think I should probably maybe have a talk with him about how I'm feeling, but I didn't. I decided, okay, I'm just gonna let this video happen, and I'm going to just, let this last memory be. And if you wish to see this video, it's called Thomas Kind of Goes to Film School. That's the video that, well, I felt like I was held against my will to make. hated every second of making that. Man, I hate that fucking video because it's just one of the many scars of held a lot of my, it's just one of the many scars of my, senior year. Eventually, I was starting to make amends, but eventually they didn't even bother calling back. No one bothered to thankfully I had a whole bunch of people who wanted to support me. One of them being my old paraprofessional back from the school, and also my my stepfather's family side, and my ex-girlfriend's family, because she's my ex now. And yeah, felt nice to have support. And so we had a nice graduation. I was able to finally get through that graduation once and for all. If you wish to watch the video, I will just ask me for the link to the graduation video that I'm going to appear in. And then yeah, you also notice in the video one of the I'm so pretty girls. The look at me girls, because her older sister is a Broadway star. These two sisters are the twin sisters of Taylor Lautner, and you see these two sisters of her are twins, and their names both start with M, and they're both Lautner, obviously. I'm not going to say their names because yeah, here at Easy Railroad we don't point fingers. I had a nice graduation though, had a nice dinner at Denny's, and get this, for my premiere party, no one except for a junior friend of mine who was a junior in high school bothered to show up. No one bothered showing up. Not a single one of my so-called friends showed up. It was not discovered. Maybe I should look for friends that have similar interests. For example, oh hey, here comes one now. Yes, this
Hey,
person
Drew.
is
What's
actually a
happening, my
dear
dog?
friend. Because he actually shares
Yes.
similar interests. He actually supports my channel, and he's actually a great friend. That's it.
That's
Oh,
actually
another great
very cool.
friend.
Hey, Drew.
Oh, another one. And another.
Hey, Drew.
And another. So
I
you see people from,
hang on,
that
Drew.
school.
My mom
Spain
thinks
is
that
another
notes
person.
I have to go to bed. But what time will the stream end? Cause my mom needs me to go to bed.
Uh, you can go off and go to bed. Maybe like 2. And you don't have to be here.
No. Okay. So,
I think it's more important to not stay up. If your mother doesn't want you, I think you should get some rest. Probably if your mom's telling you to
Yeah, I don't want
get
to
some
get
rest,
too in
then
trouble with your
probably
mom.
you should do it. Very important. Yeah, that would not be good at all.
oh,
So yeah, despite people, not bother to even try to have barely none of them, repeat, none of them have even messaged me, checking up on me, except for 2, my girlfriend and her best friend, who was also a graduate of that same year, of my gosh awful senior year. It wasn't gosh awful, it was just
oh.
crappy. Here I am telling this sad story. I would have done like a story time with Drew Thomas, but that's just for whimsical, happy stories. This is not a happy story. But
Yeah.
let's have a happy ending. Drew eventually makes better friends, and then he gets a job and starts making friends there. However, last week I had to visit a couple of these old, and I don't know if I was even going to
Oh.
say I'm friends anymore, but yeah. And I've just been thinking about them also. I was like, These people were definitely not my friends. I mean, yes, they loved me back in kindergarten. Yes, they were kind to me. They knew I still loved Thomas and Tingen, but well, that's different. Friends are people that have similar interests and are actually willing to try to hang out with you. I mean, look at Damon. He actually tries to make an effort to hang out with me. And well,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of other examples, Mr. Six Flags, and well, one of my old paraprofessionals, and my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's best friend. And you see, the friendship is like Petunia and Giggles from Happy Tree Friends. Although they sometimes fight, while Giggles and Petunia have never fought once. And Cuddles and Toothy are friends, but they have fought before.
Oh.
Well, friends fight. Sometimes friends have fights. Me and Jamie have had a couple fights, but we have none.
Yeah.
I
And
kind
I've also, yeah, like I mentioned before, keyboard warriors. Mm-hmm. You gotta watch out for them. These people pretend to be nice. I mean, at least he and my father have some in common. They both, have against their will. These people also knew my biological father, which I will probably mention a story about him, but well, I don't know if I want to because yeah, it's just it's even sadder than my high school life. Sometimes people just have sad parts of their life. I've had a few myself.
I went through life, tough times that I've been through a life like that.
I've
Me
also,
too.
yeah, me free. I've
You're not
also had
alone,
a bit of
Drew.
a rough life, a bit, but I'm not sure.
Oh, by the way, I'm about to go to a daycare tomorrow.
Oh,
Awesome.
Noise,
Nice.
noise.
Don't worry, I'll be back on YouTube until tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I should hope. Like honestly, I'm just feeling a bit, you know, slothful, and I really don't want to edit this episode, but I have to. But I don't want to, but I have to. It's been like ages since the last Drew Thomas Friends episode, and
I see.
half my men are already think I'm dead.
Well, the
I
ones
mean, you
that
guys
think that
obviously
is
know that I'm not
silly.
dead.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, I also need to send lines to people, and by people I mean one person, because yeah, he's going to be making his return in this episode.
Does he need to drink his oil first?
what?
I
Oh,
Yeah, I think
James,
it's
don't
James
been
over
bring
sitting
here.
that
next
Oh,
up.
to
yeah.
me.
I
So well,
agree
yeah,
about it.
that's all I told.
But still, laddie, James, do not bring
Oh
that up.
no!
I really love it.
Brandon Lawrence made another video. Oh man, I can already see how this is gonna go. And the video's entitled "Sam Real Lost Sister." I already know how this is gonna go.
Damien,
Yeah, boy.
sorry to interrupt, but in the band server, play the server, I see your boyfriend says
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I'll be back in a minute. Stand up.
he's in VC. Just letting you heads up.
Hmm.
Yeah. I read through this, actually, to be honest. I haven't been bullied at school, but I've been bullied at some of the times in my neighborhood I used to be in.
Yeah,
Oh, for me, I don't think I've ever gotten bullied, but I've been a bully back in fifth grade. I was a really big bully.
I have a lot.
I was bullied in the city, a small town city that I used to live,
Like
but
looking back in fifth grade, I'm cringing really bad. I'm cringing. I'm really cringing. I was horrible.
I had been bullied in my neighborhood once. Eventually, I fought back, and it was not an easy life. Sometimes I was in Bossier or somewhere. I'm not gonna explain any more detail of that, but it was somewhere in Bossier.
One of, yeah, one
I
of these old.
It was in city. I think I was in a city in a small house from back in the 90s. I lived there for a long time when I was born and lived a very good life, but my neighbors keep on teasing
Okay.
around like a total
Well,
dingus. I
I
had a
hope
tough
so.
time with them though. Some of them wanted to fight me, and eventually I had a housewife. They didn't bully me, but eventually I didn't care anymore. One of the bullies who I deal with, and I remember a name, starts with Ray. I know that sounds like a stupid name. I was younger. I was 17 years old. And he was no, I was 16. He was 17.
guys,
In a hard
uh,
life.
Yeah.
I, I think Molly McGee wants to share my screen for a moment, Drew.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Drew. Hey, look, remember the High Hopes music video you did? Well, there's a Ghost of Molly McGee High Hopes music video. You see? You see?
Boyfriend, your
That might be
boyfriend here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was
I
live.
can't believe I was saying that
Liberty.
we don't talk about doing that.
Yeah.
good job, Drew. Good
Yeah,
job, Drew.
Drew.
What do you think of
Yeah,
the
this,
Ghost of Molly McGee version of High Hopes,
yeah.
Drew?
Although this story took place like months before Encanto was
Yeah.
released,
Yeah. What do you think of the Ghost of Molly McGee version of High Hopes?
it seems
It's
nice.
good.
Thanks.
Yes, it's nice to have friends that actually support you.
I I mean to be honest,
I hope that not having told people that used to know in high school are watching this. I mean, I've told about a told before, but well, yeah.
I had
I highly doubt they watch it. I highly doubt it.
I had a tough life on what am I have my first job before termination.
Yeah.
I came in YouTube, I think of November 26th of 2019.
Yeah. In fact,
I
I
had a
can
very good
use
life.
Sombrero just
People
felt
were
like
nice at first.
my student
Alright,
year.
but
When had some lefties together.
I don't want to explain it.
2019 was the best
Like
year.
that.
I don't want to explain my side story because
I joined YouTube in May 11,
You don't have to.
2019.
2019 was the best year of social
Let's
media, but at the time it was very good at first. I had good a lot of support until bad times came. A lot of people, I seen some first hater I forgot the name, but I don't even care. I had
Oh,
some of the hate, but I felt I
yeah.
didn't let myself go down.
I forgot to mention something about the college. I can't believe I left that part out. So let's mention the
Oh my
college part
god,
of
you
my
totally
story.
forgot about that. Damn. I'm sorry.
So I forgot. I oh, hey, Jonathan's here. Anyway, so
Hi, Jonathan.
hey,
There
Jonathan.
you are, Jonathan.
Okay, so back
How
to
you
the subject
feeling?
at hand. The college that I got tricked into applying for. Now, the first day, it was just orientation. I couldn't even find my way to one of my classes. Second day, I found my way, but well, all of a sudden I went through this boring class for the last period. Then for the second time, I got told off for just saying freaking. And then the fourth day, I heard the teacher say "damn it," and while you see, they were already just putting the assignments on. The year just started, man. And so I was like, this is too much. I need to get out of here. I can't do this, Mom. I don't want to do this. And so I slowly let myself get dropped out. First, I just didn't bother showing up, and then then I made it official. They
Drew.
officially
Yeah.
dropped me from college.
Well, sorry, Drew, but if it gets to the 30-minute mark, but I have
Yeah,
to
it's
get
all right.
off.
I understand. You need to rest.
It's my mom. I just can't be always. My mom
Hey,
doesn't want me to join
hey, I'm
stream.
not upset with you. I'm not
Yeah,
upset with you.
yes. My mom doesn't really want me to get on streams at night at during a school night.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, you
It's
can
okay.
jump.
You can go if you want to.
Okay.
All right, good night, Conjunction.
I'll
I
see
wish you
you.
Goodbye,
luck.
Molly McGee and Dixon.
Bye. Yeah, I'll see you guys again. Possibly,
Alright,
maybe
bye,
not
Conjunction.
tomorrow. Or
My computer is
I think
lagging
I'm
so bad.
gonna be upset. It's my mom.
I
Alright,
feel bad.
yeah, Conjunction, it's alright. No one's mad at you.
It, it's just my mom really wants me to get off.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You can go.
Okay, okay, I'll see you guys later.
All right, good night, buddy. I hope you feel
Alright,
better tomorrow.
Good night. Bye. Bye,
see you
Drew.
later.
Yeah, Molly said bye.
That just broke my
Wow.
heart.
I feel
Yeah.
bad,
Mm-hmm.
but you know how mothers are. They sometimes just want you to rest for a very important rest. So
Yeah.
just good
Thankfully,
night.
my mom was out there watching out for me whenever I was feeling down back in high school.
Yeah. What's even
Recently,
worse that my
In fact,
friend
my
Kyle
mom was the reason why my year got
tasted
better.
after
My mom saved me,
I was trying to get this food. Oh man,
so I really thank my mom because she's
that
a
was a
great
bad
mom.
time.
I
you
Now
feel.
I don't think I've ever featured her in a video, but well, someday soon maybe I will.
Dear God, now I feel bad for myself.
Hmm.
I'd really like all of you guys to meet my mom someday. I mean, Damien's met her before.
I now
Oh,
feel bad for
yeah.
myself.
I feel bad for Conjunction.
I
I
feel
shouldn't.
like bad for myself. I've
Yeah.
been treating my mom not
Well,
good at all.
sometimes people gotta be strict, I guess.
Yeah, but
Mom's not strict, but
mm,
mom and me get a lot of arguments
Well, I
on the
mean, I do
Your
understand he
mom,
said it's school night, so I can
phone.
understand
It's
why she's like
terrible.
this.
your mom is always there to help care for you.
I now
Mm-hmm.
feel
Let me tell you,
terrible.
if I received a call or a message or something saying that my mom was gone, I'd be sad. I love my mom.
So do I.
I really do love my mom. She's a great mom.
She brought the most awesome man out of her like 20 years ago, man.
I now feel bad for
Not
myself.
only
I
she
have the
gave
best
birth to
mom
me, but
I
she's
had
also
before.
done a lot of great stuff for me. In fact, if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have been making great videos.
Hey, Drew, can
I
you
would
add
have
me
made a
back? I
movie.
gotta change my profile. I had to
That's
reset.
right.
I'll be back.
All right. I'm probably gonna end off soon, but well, yeah,
Alright.
man, I feel bad for making these sense disobey this one, but I really felt like I had to get the story off my, you know, chest because
Hmm.
it's been bothering me for a while.
I've been borrowed.
Sometimes it's hard to move on. Like sometimes I move on, but then all of a sudden I start thinking about I start thinking about it again. I start I think I wish it could have been better. I wish that my senior year could have been a great senior year. I wish I could just go back in the past and try to find a way to make things better for us.
Hmm.
That probably wouldn't have been so clean. However, God does this stuff for a reason. Not to hurt us. You see, he says back in Jeremiah in the Bible, I know the plans I have for you. They're not to make you feel bad, to but to become good or something like that. I forgot the verse. I know it's in Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah
You talk
21:11.
about
Hold on a second.
your
Let me ask my.
family, Drew. I feel bad for myself treating my mom like this. I have the best mother, but she's sometimes a mean mother sometimes. And me and her get in a lot of arguments, and every time I yell at her or me and her get into a fight,
Okay,
it reminds me of Untold.
okay. I have now
So,
found the verse. It was Jeremiah 29:11. It's another plans I have for you. They're intended for good and not for bad. That's just my way of paraphrasing it. But well, God has put it in there for a reason to to remind people of His plans. He knows the plans for you, and He never gives up on you.
Drew, when you talked
God
about
loves
your
you.
family,
You
it
see, God
just
loves
reminds
everybody, no matter what. He never gives up on them.
Drew, would you remind me of your family? It reminds of mine, and I feel like bad memories happen for me. Me and my mom always argue each other sometimes, but a lot of times we feel better. And she's a great mother, but she's a mean mother to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm in bad moods. Me and her get into a lot of arguments, and I hate it so much. I just tired of it. I just every time I yell at her, it just reminds me of my sister online who I know.
Yell at your
It's just I
mother.
feel guilt. I want to treat her nicely, but I wish I could treat her respectfully, not treat her like this. But it's not my fault. I have anger issues from my dad. My dad and mom got divorced, and I'm going
So did
through this.
mine.
Man,
My
damn,
dad
at least
left
I'm
my
not the
mom.
only one.
My dad left us.
My dad
My dad
left
moved
me and
from.
Mine
my
left me
mom.
when I was 5.
I was like probably 4 or 5 years old, and he left me in
Wait,
2009. But I see
Damien,
him
what
again.
did you
I
say?
come and visit him now.
My real dad left me when I was 5. The one I have now is my step one. So I
I
pretty
got.
much never knew my real dad, actually.
I
Never did.
go see my real dad.
Can I tell you guys something?
He has a
He
new
left me
wife
when I was
now, and
13.
I
I've
like
known
her.
for a while. I mean, left me with me for a while. I still like him, but
15 years now.
Can I tell you guys
I
something?
okay.
yeah, sure.
I got taken away from my dad when I was 2 years old.
Oh
Hell,
man,
I'm sorry.
this just took an even sadder turn.
But at least he came back.
I I go see my dad, and he's married to my
Separated from
stepmom.
family. That's just sad.
My dad did left me in 2009, but I go see him a lot now. I always come in the second weekend. I go see my dad at least, and I'm happy to see him. And with my stepmom, they both got married in 2020, 2 years ago, and eventually back in October. So yeah, I go see my dad at least, and I'm happy for it. Sometimes me and him, he yells, and he's kind of like a strict dad for me, and try to protect me from shit.
My stepfather was a much better father than my
My
biological. He handled things with patience. He handled things. Yes, sometimes he'll eventually. Sometimes he'll slip up, but well, my mom reminds him, and then he does better. He's a great dad.
My
Well,
stepmom is a
stepdad.
nurse. She's one of the nurse from a nursing home, and
Damn.
she's been working hard for a long time. My dad works at an oil plant somewhere in Monroe, but I don't know where. But they've been working hard
Wait,
money, and they
Monroe?
make expensive money. Yeah,
What?
Monroe, Louisiana.
Oh, I thought you meant Michigan, because that's where I was raised. I was raised
No,
in Monroe,
no,
Michigan.
sadly. But I wish it was there. But no, there was an oil plant there. My dad worked since 1980, and he worked there for many years. He's about to retire for a year. He had a lot of money over the years. Over the years, he's been working hard for the last 30 years, almost 40 years, for a long time. My stepmom was a
Father,
nurse.
that was just
He's about to retire, and
things are different between me and him.
yeah, I mean, since my stepmom, I go see my dad at least. At least it's important, and even my mom. They
I
talk
hope things.
sometimes, they argue. Even
I
my
really hope
stepmom and
things
dad
go better
argue.
for you, man. I hope things go better for you.
It's getting there, but I'm probably gonna hear those two arguing again, and I hate it so much every time I hear it.
I hate these arguments too because sometimes I worry that we'll be back to square one, where it's
Yeah.
budgets and
I've been treating my dad respectfully, and not my mom. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what I'm having, but I've just been treating my mom disrespectfully. I just wish I could treat her better with my dad as well. But I can't. It's just too much for me. Too much of the limit. I don't know why I feel that way. But it's been terrible
Anyway, so
for unknown reason.
man, this just went from just talking about stories in high school to going more in depth about our childhoods. But yeah, let's take our
Well,
time. Going more in
happened.
depth into our childhood experience. Of course,
Childhood.
I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Got raised in Monroe. Moved to Missouri in like 2006, after my brother was born, and then first started a new life in Missouri. Well, actually, my mom was born in Missouri, but she moved to Michigan to start raising a family, and then finally she went back to Missouri. And that's why I remember Missouri the most, because I pretty much spent most of my childhood in Missouri.
So,
I went to school in Missouri, and I went to the same school that I went for, elementary, middle, and high. Although I got homeschooled for 3 years, so first, second, and third. So I was back in public for fourth and fifth grade. And then I was once again taken out for 3 more years, so 6, 7, and 8 in homeschool. And then for my entire high school year, I was public school.
I I just want to say the things that I went through in the past. One of the few things I went through in the past was lose a very good friend of mine. I haven't talked to him since like grade 3, and like we haven't talked for 6 years, and I miss him that bad.
No.
And I almost got killed one time for crying out loud.
I heard what you told me about that. You were saying you were you were riding a bike and you almost got hit by a car.
Yeah,
Damn, I do feel bad for you for that though. Luckily you survived.
good
I think
thing.
it's best if we probably close it off right here. So
I I almost died too. I was riding my bike around circle and was trying to turn, but a motherfucking dumbass Chevy, 1990 Chevy pulled
okay,
out. The guy called
let's
me an
not talk
asshole.
about let's not talk about almost dying.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
Not to be rude or disrespectful or anything, but yeah.
yeah,
I feel
some
like there's
people are.
probably enough here. So yeah,
Oh,
thanks a lot, Bourbon. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least you did me a favor. You helped me discover what true friendship is.
Yeah.
No problem, Kamigo. No problem.
Yep.
You guys are really great friends. I just like to say this. You guys are great friends. All of you guys.
No problem.
No problem.
Anyway,
And
so
yeah,
I've
Drew, I
done what I
sent
had to
you
do,
some things.
and I feel a lot better actually. Although I feel bad for conjunction. Although we always remember that we have family that watch out for us. We have God watching out for us. We have friends watching out for us. Real friends that don't abandon you. They didn't really abandon me. They just what is it like? It's not like what is it when your true friends, people you've known for a long time, just turn their backs on you. Well,
Yeah,
not turn their backs, but
Yes.
so really bad.
backstabbing. I think that's no, not backstabbing. Well, yeah, they kind of stabbed me back actually.
Those really suck.
But damn, downtown school district sucked. The Berman School District. I'm telling you, it sucked. Not, if you speak out for it. I'm probably gonna be, if they want to take me down, then yeah. I'm gonna delete the stream before they can put me in court. Although I'm not gonna delete it straight away. I'm gonna keep it up for a while. But anyway, that's pretty much all to say. Hopefully the next video or stream will be less depressing. So, yeah, this one definitely was.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to bring some sort of merriment. Think through. Think. Let's think. Let's say.
Huh?
So
Because you two fits where the blue fits.
I know that.
What?
It's funny. It's so funny. So funny.
That. Okay, you
So
need to
Drew,
send
you
me
had
that
a
on
happy
Discord so I
childhood.
can download it. This is that
You had a
one.
happy childhood.
Really funny.
Personal.
It's the definition
It's
of
okay,
funny.
Drew. We
All
all
right.
have rough childhoods.
Let's
Mm.
I'm gonna go watch some TV now. So this is Drew Thomas signing off. Good night.
See ya, guys.
All aboard for